A Russian ship called Demeter gets an assignment to carry a cargo in 50 wooden boxes from Romania to London. Captain Elliot accepts the offer to carry the cargo in exchange for money, but one of the crew members sees the black dragon logo on the wooden boxes and refuses to travel on the ship, saying that it is a sign of the devil, and leaves the ship. They need a replacement for this crew member, and they take Dr. Selimans as a crew member on the ship. Everything is going well and pleasant on board. The crew is in a good mood. The captain says that this is his last voyage and that he is going to retire, and asks Olgarin to replace him as captain. In the morning, while everyone is eating, the captain asks his crew what they will do with their salary. When they arrive, everyone says they will spend it on women and expensive clothes, but Dr. Selimans says he is searching for the meaning of life and will use the money for his own search. In the evening, there is a storm, and Dr. Selimans hears noises in the cargo hold, and when he goes down to check, he finds one of the wooden boxes broken and a woman hiding in it. She is infected and very sick. The other crew say she is a stowaway and they should throw her off the ship. They say she will jinx them. Dr. Selimans disagrees and gives her a blood transfusion. Because she has a high level of infection in her blood, the captain allows her to stay, but Dr. Selimans says he will share his food with her. In the morning, when the ship's cook goes down to check on the animals, he is shocked because all the animals are dead, including the dog. The cook immediately informs the captain, and the captain gathers the entire crew. Everyone suspects the woman, but Dr. Selimans says that she is unconscious, and he cannot do this. Dr. Selimans says that the animals may have rabies, but the bite on the neck is abnormal. In the evening, Petrovsky was standing guard on the deck of the ship. He heard some noises and went to check and saw the Dracula lying weakly on the floor in front of him. He took his knife in his hand and got a little closer. Just then, the Dracula tore his throat with a single movement and attacked his neck where he drank his blood. Dracula needs to drink blood every day to regain his strength. He can only do it at night because the sun burns his body and can kill him. In the morning, while Petrovsky is talking about what happened, Anna wakes up and tells him that the vampire is here and that he will hunt everyone down one by one. The captain asks the crew to search the ship, but no one finds anything. Selimans asks Anna what is going on. Anna tells him that Dracula is an old living evil and has fed on his people for centuries. Dracula wants to go to London because the resources in his village are dwindling. Anna tells him that she herself was offered as an offering to Dracula and that he has fed on her many times. The next night, Olgarin and Abrams go upstairs to keep watch. They hear some rattling noises and they take a knife and start searching the deck. But Dracula appears out of nowhere and attacks Abrams, killing him by hitting his head on the floor. Olgarin sees the situation and runs away. He starts and climbs the mast, but the Dracula attacks him too, but doesn't kill him, just bites him on the neck and leaves him. The crew goes upstairs when they hear the sounds and immediately finds the Olgarin, but he is unconscious, as if in a coma. They take him and immediately tie him to a table. The captain gives his grandson a pair of binoculars and asks him to clean them. He tells his grandson to stay in the room and lock the door no matter what. The captain goes on deck with the rest of the crew, and they wait for the monster at night. Toby doesn't listen to his grandfather, and he hears some noises, and he wonders what it is when he goes to check. He finds the Olgarin, and when he sees it standing, Toby is happy and goes to it. The Olgarin has been taken over by the vampire, and seeing this, Toby quickly runs away and locks himself in the captain's room. Olgarin is unconscious and hits the door hard with his head repeatedly and breaks the door. He wants to open the door but cannot open it. His hand does not reach to open the lock. The crew who hear voices from downstairs quickly go downstairs. Selimans is surprised to see Olgarin standing up. He thinks he is recovering, but he realizes that he is unconscious from the white of his eyes, and they lay him on the ground and tie him up, while the captain and Selimans. They want to open the door, but they can't, because the door is locked from the inside. They tell Toby to open the door. Toby realizes that Dracula is inside, so he can't open the door and starts hiding quietly in a corner. When the captain and Selimans see that Dracula is inside, they immediately try to break the door, but Dracula finds Toby before they arrive and kills him like the other victims and disappears. In the morning, they tie the Olgarin to the pole and examine him to see what is happening to him. At that moment, the sun is about to rise, and the Olgarin starts screaming that he is burning and burning, and as soon as the sun touches his skin, he starts to burn him alive. In fact, he has become a vampire. The only difference is that Dracula is controlling him, and he burns to death. In the evening, it is the cook and Salor's turn to be on watch. The cook sneaks behind him and knocks Salor unconscious. He sneaks a small boat and tries to get away from there, but before he can get far, Dracula finds him alone and kills him there and sends the small boat he stole back to the ship. In the morning, they gather around the deceased Toby to commemorate him for the last time. Everyone prays at his head, and just when they are about to throw him into the sea, the captain says that his grandson is moving and alive. Although they say that this is impossible, the captain does not listen and opens the cloth on him to check. Toby suddenly opens his eyes and attacks the captain, and since it is sunny, Toby starts to burn like Olgarin, and Selimens immediately saves the captain and throws Toby into the sea. The surviving crew members take all the weapons on board and devise a plan to kill Dracula. The ship is now very close to the coast of London, and they have to kill Dracula before he reaches land. In the evening, everyone takes their places and waits for the Dracula to appear. Anna and Selimens wait on the deck, while the other two go up the mast and wait in ambush. Suddenly, a strange fog covers the ship, and the Dracula starts to attack. They want to shoot the Dracula with their weapons, but he is moving very fast, and he is no longer moving. Dracula can fly. Dracula hunts everyone, one by one. The captain and the others are already dead. Only Selimens and Anna are alive, and the ship is sinking. Dracula grabs Selimens by the neck. Just as he's about to kill him, Anna attacks him and cuts the rope of the mast. Dracula gets stuck between two falling masts, and the ship sinks. Anna and Selimens go to the shore, and Selimens realizes that Anna is transformed. The sun will rise soon, and Anna will burn to death. Selimens does not want Selimens to see this and moves away from him, goes to the sunrise and burns to death. Selimens has lost the woman he loves. Selimens arrives in London and goes after Dracula. He knows he is not dead. He goes to a bar and rests there for a while. He feels a chill, and when he turns his head, he realizes Dracula is there. He has come for him. Selimens leaves the bar and goes after Dracula to fight him.